Alright YouTube, so Zen Studios hooked me up with another code for one of their pinball tables. This time it was for the Star Wars Rogue One table. Now I actually have not seen this movie, so none of the references or anything that are in it will make sense to me. They might make sense to you. It's a big movie, big series, a lot of people will like it. I'm just not a super big Star Wars fan, not a big deal. You don't really need to know the movie to know how to play the game. It's pinball, you can play any kind of themed pinball and understand what's going on, at least the basics anyway. Now, going into this table, it's actually in some ways simpler than the past ones I've done, like the Fallout 4, the Skyrim table. They have a whole lot going on. And so in a lot of ways, it's simpler than those ones, but it's also harder. Like, it's the hardest one I've played so far. I've played a few of the other tables, and then I've played the Bethesda pinball tables, the Doom, Skyrim, and Fallout 4. But for some reason, this one's just harder. I've played probably 10 or 15 times on the table, and I can't really amount that much of a score. You reach the millions pretty easily on the Pinball FX2. It's not that hard to get into the millions to score, but I'm usually hitting like 20 million or so on a lot of tables, and I can't really get that high on here for some reason. What's weird is if you notice, there's actually two sets of bumpers on each side of the table, and that's actually really fun and it's kind of hard to get the hang of it. I'm just now starting to kind of grasp the concept of how to play with those, and my hand-eye coordination is not that good for pinball. I have pretty good hand-eye coordination for other games like first-person shooters and stuff like that, and like fighting games. When it comes to pinball, I can't track the ball that well, so I'm not that good at it. But I'm starting to get the hang of using the second row of bumpers. There's definitely some strategy to that to be able to get the pinball to certain locations on the table that the other bumpers at the bottom can't reach. But if you can maintain and get used to using that second row of bumpers, it can definitely help you get your score higher because it can launch you to other locations a lot simpler than the other row of bumpers can. My strategy so far has just been to shoot the ball to the very back where you see it bouncing around right now with those bumper things, and that it just seems to accumulate a lot of score. And then as you can see right there, that character comes up on screen. If you can hit him with the pinball, it gives you like millions of score. It gives you like 1 to 2 million at a time. It's really awesome. So you definitely want to hit that guy. As for other things I've seen, I've done something to activate where it gets rid of the bumpers in the back that we seen a minute ago, and an actual stormtrooper comes up and starts walking back and forth and shooting at me. Now, I don't know if him shooting at you actually affects you, because with some of the previous tables, you actually have like health and all kinds of other things. I don't see a health bar or anything on here. Maybe there is. I'm not seeing it. But the stormtrooper will shoot at you. Of course, you got to shoot him with the pinball or hit him with the pinball to try to get rid of him. You have a certain amount of time to doing that. I didn't get a chance to kill him. I ended up losing the ball before the time ran out, and he went away. Alright guys, so as for price, I'm not really sure what the price is going to be, much like when we did the Bethesda pinball review video. They didn't have a price here. For one, it doesn't show me the price because I already have it. But if you look at their past ones, this pack of 3 right here is $14.95. This pack of 3 above it is also $14.95. This pack of 4 is also $14.95. This pack of 2 right here is $7.45. And then this one by itself over here is $4.25. So just by looking at this, I would assume it's going to be the $4.25. Which isn't a bad price. I mean, it's one table. There's plenty of stuff to do on the table. I mean, what's $4, right? Like, that's nothing. If you're a fan of Star Wars, if you are a fan of pinball, there you go. It's a good price for a really good table. If you like the movie Rogue One, you'll probably really like the table. Like I mentioned previously, it seems a little more simple compared to the tables we've reviewed before. Like with Fallout 4 table and the Skyrim table, you can actually create your character and you can level up and there's questing. And with the Doom table, you actually have the Doom guy on screen. You can shoot it out with monsters across from you. You can upgrade your weapon and stuff. I don't know if there's those kind of things with this table. I mean, I could play this table 100 times and probably still not see, most things. So there's no telling what all this table offers. But for the potential low price, I think it's worth it. For those that are interested, the Star Wars Pinball Rogue One table will be available on PS3, PS4, PS Vita, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Windows 10, Steam, and Mac on January 31st, and on iOS, Google Play, and Amazon on February 2nd. Xbox players, be sure to purchase on Xbox 360 first, then import to Xbox One to enjoy on both systems. As always, if you enjoy pinball, if you enjoy Star Wars, and if you're comfortable with the price, no reason not to get it. I'd like to thank Zen Studios for hooking me up with another code for one of their tables. They keep sending me codes, man. I have no problem checking out their stuff. I enjoy playing pinball casually. It's not something I'm super into, but I kind of like the leaderboards and having a little bit of competition and destroy my friends on my friends list. Speaking of which, I'm going to go play a little more of this, try to set my score pretty damn high before this is available to everybody else. That way my friends know that I'm better at them than pinball. Later, guys.
I'm capable of running my own diagnostics, thank you very much. They are requesting a call sign.
Welcome to Rogue One.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. 'Cause I don't fucking